Okay, this is interesting from TrekMovie.com. Star Trek vets Brent Spiner and Jonathan Frakes announce new podcast series. Watch launch trailer updated. I don't know. I don't know if I can. It might be copyright. I'm scared of copyright, so I don't want to watch anything. By TrekMovie.com staff. Well done, TrekMovie.com staff, in your article. Congratulations. Star Trek Next Generation and Picard co-stars Brent Spiner and Jonathan Frakes are returning for a new project this time in the podcast frontier. Today, the actors who portrayed Data and Wrecker have announced the launch of Dropping Names with Brent and Johnny, a new podcast series they say isn't about Star Trek, although they admit it will come up. I mean, I would expect it to. It's like that's probably the biggest parts of their career was Star Trek, so I mean, you would expect it would come up from time to time. My hope is going to be it's like a what would you call it? Like an inside view on the production process. That might be interesting. Dropping Names and Other Things. According to the brand new official website for Dropping Names, the premise of the new podcast is every legend stars with a spark. A poster on a wall, a handshake after a show, a single sentence from someone you admire. They will be doing celebrity interviews on the new pod, and there is far from the first, but there is far from the first. And theirs is far from the first. But Spiner and Frakes promise they are not going to focus on the celebrity culture of awards, box office, and red carpet drama. Instead, they want to see inside the world of when celebrities were fans themselves. Okay, that's interesting. Telling personal stories of their own career-changing encounters and goosebumps stories. They're hyped for the new podcast. It's funny, it's nostalgic, it's human. In the launch video, they make it clear this is not a Star Trek podcast, but confess they've surrendered to fate, that Star Trek will come up. Watch it. Well, I'm not going to watch it because of copyright, or I'm afraid of copyright. It might not be copyrighted, but I'm too afraid. I can't deal with that. Yeah, because like I know a whole bunch of old former Star Trek cast members have created their own podcasts about Star Trek. Like there was the Shuttle podcast with two guys from Enterprise. Who are Connor Trinier and the English guy. And they just talk about, like, they go like through the whole series, like episode by episode, and talk about it. It's actually pretty interesting because they have like guests or like people who are also on there, and they talk about like their like how they got their part and and all that stuff and the process behind it, and like things from behind the scenes from filming the show. It's actually pretty interesting. And I know like a whole bunch of other and also like the Deep Space Nine and Voyager, the people from that show, they've been doing their own podcasts, doing like an episode by episode recap or discussion recap thing too. And I don't know if I would call that a new thing, because it's been going on for quite a while. Oh, and like the Smallville cast. Smallville, like the, what's-his-face and the other guy. Doing like the whole Rosenbaum and the other guy do the episode-by-episode telling or stories. There's like a bunch of these out, that's what I'm saying. Update. First guest. We now know there will be the first guests responding to Trek Movies post about the podcast. On X, Brent's and Jonathan's TNG co-star LeVar Burton revealed he has the honor. There's like a Facebook post, or not Facebook, the Twitter post of LeVar Burton saying, "I have a story or two, and as fate would have it, I'm their first guest." Looks like his cat walked across his keyboard at the end there. And yeah. You will be able to watch and subscribe to Dropping Names on YouTube at Dropping Names. It will also be available on your favorite podcasting platform, including Apple and Spotify. Spotify sucks, by the way. Well, mostly it's not, but this is not a rant about Spotify. No launch date has been announced yet. Franks and Spiner joined their TNG co-star Gates McFadden, who has her own podcast, Investigates Strange New Worlds. Star Anson Mount co-host The Well, and other non-Star Trek podcast. Okay. Several franchise stars have been podcasting about Star Trek. Yeah, I just mentioned that, including Enterprise's current trainer Dominic Keaton, that's his name. Voyager's Robert Duncan McNeil and Garrett Wrong, Delta Flyers, and Deep Space Nine's Sarah Crofton, Seventh Rule. Original series star Walter Coing joined Seventh Rule for a TOS rewatch, as did Next Generation's Denise Crosby for the reviews of TNG Season 1. Yeah, DS9's Terry Farrell and Armin Shimmerman are currently doing DS9 rewatch with Delta Flyers. So yeah, go check out those podcasts if you're a fan of Star Trek. And I want to know, I guess, I don't know, what more can they tell? Like behind the scenes stuff. It seems to talk a lot about the behind the scenes stuff, which I enjoy quite a bit. Well, there you go. Podcast about, well, I guess it's not going to be about Star Trek, is it? But it could be interesting. Like, maybe if they have a guest with stories about how they got into acting or not acting, into their roles and whatever. They're being fans of old stuff. Alright. So, are you excited? Are you gonna give it a listen? What do you think?